I think I have a body.
Look at your feet and tell me, what do you see?
More like sandals, no socks. I almost have like a sheet on me, not like a dress, but almost kind of a sheet wrapped around. Not the real clothes.
Is it like a rope?
It's more like a sheet. You just wrap around. No arms, you know. You just wrap it around. I'm not sure if I'm alive or am I floating. Feels like I am almost floating.
Have you got like something like a belt to hold these clothes that you're wearing?
More like they're tied together.
Do you feel to have a female or male body?
I feel like both, you know. It's not like very pure, yes, but very slim too. I think so. I see a lot of people like me. It's like a gathering place, but doesn't have any walls. It's more like we're floating all together or something. It's gonna sound crazy, but I feel like we are not like human beings, not like angels either. It's like in between that we help humanity to pass away, or when they pray, we just sit with them, we are next to them. We just go in and out of the world. We'll float when we are needed, we are asked, and we are there for people. We are a lot of us there. We all are like young, we all have like young bodies. I guess you can think of us like angels. We don't have wings, you know, we just float, but...
Can you change forms? Can you shape shift?
If we need to, yes. We're like energy, I guess. We don't need bodies, but if we need to, yes, we can be in a body.
So when you take that form, body, it's just to be close to humans?
Yes, so they don't scare from us, you know. We look like them, so when they see us, not everybody can see us, but when they see us, so they're not afraid. We are beautiful. So we have to look like them so we can mingle.
Do you feel like being on planet Earth?
I think so.
Tell me about the people who you are assisting with your light and love. How do they look like?
Oh, it's all different. Some of them old, they're ready to pass. They need some comfort. I see a lot of women with kids. They're praying for health and safety and food. Gosh, too much suffering.
So you are there in moments of struggle, when they are struggling?
Yeah, that's a good way of saying that. Yes.
What are they wearing?
Most of them are poor.
Are they white, brown skin, black?
They're more white.
Tell me more about them, about the way they look like. What are they wearing?
Most of the women wear like scarves. I don't see a lot of men, I don't know. Mostly women and kids. They're all crying. Don't know what happened.
Look around and investigate what's going on. As this superior being, you have the ability to go around and observe what's going on in that place. Integrate that energy, that abilities, and try to find out what's going on in that.
Men are gone, maybe to war. Women left. They're praying for their kids to be safe, and food and shelter. They are praying for food and shelter for their kids.
Mm-hmm.
They're afraid of not being protected.
Does it look like a camp that place?
Yeah, that you can say that. I guess it's like a town almost.
Are there authorities controlling that place?
They're afraid of any attacks. They don't have anybody left to protect them. They're gonna be okay. Nobody's going to come and attack them, but they don't know that. They're like like neighbors, almost like other countries. They're like them. It's not. It's like human beings doing the same thing to humans.
Mm-hmm. Is it your function to stay there with the women and children?
Mm-hmm.
What do you do to them in order to comfort them?
Just be there and support and give them comfort when they pray.
How do you do that?
I give them my love and energy. When they close their eyes and start praying, they can feel me. They feel comfort.
So when these humans create a moment in their lives to stop everything they are doing, they close their eyes and they pray. They are capable to sense you and feel you.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
They could even see me if they want to, but not everybody can do that.
Do you feel like a sense of belonging to any other planet?
It's not necessarily another planet, but we are part of Source.
Mm-hmm.
It's like each of us come from a different energy. If you want to call them planets, I guess you can call that, or galaxies, but it looks like it's bigger than that.
Can you tell me more about where you come from, how things look like?
It's beautiful where I come from. It's light. There is a lot of love around. It's hard to understand human beings when you love each other so much. There is no greed here. It's just everybody is same, everybody is equal. We all have our duties and we are fine with that. We all help each other, help humanity. Nobody complains, no fear. We laugh a lot.
Does your race receive any name or is known by any name in the rest of the existence, galaxy or universe where you are?
I guess you can call us Source.
Mm-hmm. But in the place where you are, you don't call names to each other?
Not necessarily, no.
Do you speak to each other or do you communicate telepathically?
Yeah, no need to talk.
And when you do?
You just, telepathically understand or talk to each other. You don't really talk. There is no talking.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a
feeling.
Yeah, it's a feeling. And when we're at the Source, we don't have bodies. It's just, we float. It's almost like a candlelight, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Like we float together, and like individually we're small, but when we get together, it's huge. Like it's more like sun.
So you have the ability to merge?
Yes. And when you are assigned, let's say, you're assigned to go to Earth or something like that, then you can be as big as you want or as small as you want. But we are part of the light, like little particles. Not yet we can be big. It's hard to explain.
In what circumstances you merge together? What do you do when you merge together? With what purpose you do that?
It's like almost reporting back, like we have a job to do, we go and then we do our jobs, then we summon back. Everybody gets back together and we become a light, a big source again. Then we're ready to go to the other mission. It's like intuitively we know time to come back and almost like re-energize, and then once we are done, when we're ready, we go to our next mission.
So is it like somehow when you merge together, you recharge yourself?
Right.
Or
We recharge and we get ready for the next mission. It's almost like there are certain situations that we are needed in the earth or in other places that we go help, and then we go back to the source. They will leave the planet alone. They need to decide what they have to do next. So we interfere a little bit, but we can't change their fate.
you have the ability to change people's fate?
We can, but we don't.
Mm-hmm.
We will leave them make their choices. We'll show the right way. It's their choice to take it.
That's because you respect the free will from every human.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So you assist them and guide them, and they choose whatever they decide to choose. So you give them like some sort of sense of what is best to do. That's how you intervene, like passing some love on feelings.
Yes.
Do you assist humans or also other beings in other places of the galaxy or the universe?
Yeah, we assist everything, every living being, including human. I've been going to Earth more than other places. But yes, we do assist everything, every living being.
What other beings apart from humans do you assist?
There are other planets. I want to say some of them more advanced than Earth.
Mm-hmm. Tell me a little bit, focusing one of those places where you also go. Tell me more about this place and planet or planets and how these beings look like or how advanced they are comparing to humans.
There are some living in spaceships, like big, almost like cities. I don't know, can't remember why they don't have a planet. Why do they live in spaceship? Maybe the planet has been blown away or something, I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
But they created an environment that they could breathe in easily. They're also not talking much. They can telepathically communicate. They don't eat much, but they evolved. Like they could breathe in and get some nutrition, like advanced human being, maybe you can say.
Mm-hmm. What is the name of these beings that live in the spaceship?
The first name came to my mind is Pleiadians.
Pleiadians. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me more about the way they look like.
They look taller and slender than human beings. They have little larger heads, big eyes.
What's the shape of their eyes? Are they like humans or a different shape?
They are more like almond shape, but they are descendant of humans. But they don't look like humans anymore. They are much more like agile, and they look fragile, but they're quite strong and very smart. They're peaceful. They learned a lot.
What is the color of their skin? Does it vary or they all have the same color?
It's different. They have all variety, but more on the white side though. More lighter colors than dark.
Mm-hmm. What about the color of their hair? Do they have hair like humans do? Hair in the head?
I don't see a lot of hair actually. They look like they're bald. Yeah, I don't see a lot of hair.
What about their ears? Are they pointed ears, round ears?
They have smaller ears, not pointed or rounded, but more like, it's not like separated from the head. It's more, looks like it's part of the head. It's like there is no earlobe, you know, it's just all part of the face.
To what dimension would you say these Pleiadians, in what dimensions they are?
They are in a higher dimension than the Earth today.
Mm-hmm.
more than that, probably in the tenths, like 10th or something like that. It's bigger than, it's not a single digit. They are, yeah, they are evolved.
Do they wear any clothes?
Yeah, more like robes. They are, yeah, they have robes.
What other beings do you assist apart from the Pleiadians? What are these beings you are watching?
I feel like there is many more out there, but it's tough to describe.
What do you see now?
I feel I can see the space. I see the planets. I see the spaceship.
How does this planet look like? Is it blue, like the planet Earth?
Not all of them. There are some that almost like a fireball. There are different living beings in different places. It's not just human beings, right? Other things are. Every planet has its stages, I guess. It feels like everything starts like the same, pretty much. That there's like a big bang, that the ball of fire comes together and then it cools down, and eventually life starts with vegetation, then animals, then human beings or other living beings. Everything goes through the same cycle. And as human beings or living beings excel and develop, they can see their involvement. They can actually go back, and they have the technology to go back, interfere, but they're not doing that. They respect the experience that people need to go through.
So there are other human beings who has the ability to interfere with humans in their lives with that technology?
Right. Like the Pleiadians are evolved human beings. They could go back.
So they are more evolved than humans.
Right.
But they are descendants of humans.
Exactly. Once you tap into the DNA, you could change a lot of things. Once they understand how to control the body, then it's limitless. It's a power machine. The bodies are.
The human body
Mm-hmm.
is a power machine?
It's like a power machine, yes. Once you know how to control it, then you can tell the body what you want, and it'll do it for you.
Could you elaborate a little bit more about what abilities a human being could have once they activate?
They can be connected all the time with the higher selves or the source. They can be in different places at the same time. Not maybe physically, but telepathically they can hear and talk to people in different places. They can heal themselves. They can live longer or wish, like how long do they wish to live? They could do that. They could decide when to pass away if they want to.